here's my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that comes out this week or the shows, whether it be theaters, streaming, etc. Here's what's coming out this week. Alright, the films that's set for release this week, we got movie X, which is a horror film from director Ty West, and here's what X is about. In 1979, a group of young filmmakers set out to make an adult film in rural Texas, but when their restless elderly hostess catch them in the act, the cast soon find themselves in a desperate fight for their lives. Now, this does star Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega, Kid Cudi, and Brittany Snow. And this looks cool. I mean, Ty West is a really intriguing filmmaker. I mean, he is the guy who gave us movies like The Innkeepers. He did the House of the Dead, I think it was called. He's done some really cool movies over the year, and this does look really creepy. Looks pretty bloody as well, so sign me up with this one. Alright, we also got another horror film out this week called Alma, which stars Sandra Oh. Sandra Oh's second film this month, by the way, behind Turning Red. Anyway, in it, Sandra Oh plays Amanda, and her character Amanda and her daughter living a quiet life on an American farm. But when the remains of her estranged mother arrive from Korea, Amanda becomes haunted by the fear of turning into her own mother. This looks interesting, but except not really much reviews out. The trailer for this thing got a little late. I mean, not a good sign there. But I don't know. I like Sandra Oh, so maybe this could be interesting. You know, you got Dermot Mulroney's also in this, so could be cool, I guess. Alright. Also out this week, we got the movie The Outfit, which stars Mark Rylance as well as Dylan O'Brien. Now, here's what this is about. The film follows Leonard, an English tailor who used to craft suits on London's world-famous Savile Row. Now, this could be interesting. I mean, I like Mark Rylance. I like Dylan O'Brien. This is like a gangster movie too, so it could be interesting to watch. Coming to Disney Plus, we got Cheaper by a Dozen, which is a new take of the Cheaper by a Dozen films, and this one stars Zach Braff, Gabrielle Union, and it's where, of course, a man and wife navigate a hectic home life while trying to raise their 10 children, children and manage the family business. They didn't realize dozens mean 12, not 10, but whatever. I don't know. It could be interesting. It looks a little far better than the Home Alone reboot, that's for sure. And I like Zach Braff. I like Gabrielle Union. And, of course, the first two Cheap by a Dozen movies with Steve Martin, I always had a fun time with. So maybe this could be interesting. Who knows? Alright. Also out, coming to Hulu, we got Deep Water, which is directed by Fatal Attraction director Adrian Lane, starring the likes of Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, and it's about a well-to-do husband who allows his wife to have affairs in order to avoid a divorce, becomes the prime suspect in the disappearance of her lovers. Now, this looks really interesting. I mean, I've always quite liked Adrian Lyne. You know, he is the guy who also gave us 9.5 Weeks. He gave us he has not even done a movie since 2002's Unfaithful with Richard Gere and Diane Lane. So it is really cool to see him making a bit of a comeback here. And come on, you got Affleck, on the Armas. This could be really intriguing. Alright, we also got Rescued by Ruby, which just premiered on Netflix, which stars the Flash star Grant Gustin. And in it, chasing his dreams to join an elite K-9 unit, a state trooper partners with a fellow underdog, clever but naughty shelter pup Ruby. It is based on a true story and looks really cute, charming. It's really cool to see Grant Gustin doing more stuff, like more work outside of the Flash here, because rumor has it that the Flash might be ending after season 8, so see if that's the case there. But this does look like it would be really interesting to watch. Maybe it'll be decent. Alright, we also got another Netflix movie out this week called Winfor, which stars Jesse Plemons, Lily Collins, as well as Jason Segel. And it's about a man breaks into a tech billionaire's empty vacation home, but things go sideways when the arrogant mogul and his wife arrive for a last-minute getaway. Now, this is directed by Charlie McDonald, and it looks really intriguing. Looks like It's a home invasion based movie. Looks like there's gonna be some comedic timing to it, and I like Lily Collins, so could be cool. All right, we got a movie called Black Crab, which stars Noomi Rapace, and it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where six soldiers on a covert mission must transport a mysterious package across the frozen archipelago. I like Noomi Rapace, so could be cool. Alright, also out this week we got a movie called Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime film from powerful cursed spirit and gets enrolled in the Tokyo Prefectural Jujutsu High School by sorcerers who help him control his power and keep an eye on him. Now, there's been lots of anime movies around here. Of course, there's been Dragon Ball got released in theaters. There was that Mugen Train, Demon Train last year. So I don't know. This could be interesting to watch. Also, we got a movie called Alice, which stars Keke Palmer. And in it, Alice, an enslaved person yearning for freedom on a Georgia plantation, escapes through the woods and stumbles through time into the year 1973 as a delusion political activist. She confronts the lies that kept her enslaved. This looks really interesting. I mean, Keke Palmer, her character in this sort of reminds me of like a new modern Foxy Brown, But those look like to be really interesting to watch. So, you got Commons also in this, so it could be interesting. Alright. On Amazon, we got a movie called Master, which stars Regina Hall. And it's about three women trying to find their place at a prestigious New England university that may disguise something sinister. So, nice to see Regina Hall back here. This did premiere at Sundance, just like Alice did. And it looks like it could be something really interesting to watch. It looks creepy. Regina Hall looks great in this, so it could be cool. Also, we got a movie called More Than Robots, which is a Disney Plus documentary where 4 teams of teenagers from around the world prepare for the 2020 first robotics competition. Could be cool, interesting, documentary here. Alright. Also, we got a movie called Measure for Revenge, which stars Bella Thorne and Melissa Leo. When Lillian Cooper's famous son dies suddenly from a supposed overdose, she conducts her own investigation. With the help of a drug dealer, Lillian pursues answers, justice, and revenge. This looks horrible. I'm sorry. I like Bella Thorne at times, but man, she has been having some questionable roles here. I mean, yeah, this just doesn't look so good. I mean, what's Melissa Leo doing this? I mean, she won an Oscar for Christ's sake. What's going on here? But yeah, it doesn't look all that great. Alright, we also got a movie called The Hater, when an ambitious young man begins working in the dark world of social media smear tactics. He discovers that his virtual games have very real consequences. Could be interesting. We also got a movie called Expire, which is an Australian film that stars Ryan Quanten, Hugo Weaving. In a futuristic Hong Kong, assassin Jack, played by Ryan Quanten, from True Blood fame, crosses paths with a nightclub singer, April, played by Jillian Nguyen. As Jack becomes increasingly drawn to April, as his body mysteriously deteriorates, Jack tracks down reclusive life extension scientist Dr. Bergman, played by Hugo Weaving, in a search for answers. This looks pretty terrible. I mean, I love a good Australian movie, but man, this looks pretty bad right here. We got a movie called Tethered, which the film is set miles from civilization. A blind teenager and a hunter he befriends with are tormented by a mysterious creature lurking in the woods. Could be cool, I guess. We got a documentary called Jane by Charlotte, which stars and is directed by nymphomaniac star Charlotte Gainsborough. With time passing, actress Charlotte Gainsborough starts to look at her mother, Jane Birkin, in a way she never did, both overcoming a shared sense of reserve. The mother and daughter explore their relationship. Could be interesting here. I mean, Charlotte Gainsbourg has always been a really cool actress. She's definitely a legend here. So could be interesting. All right, so I lost out. Anyway, now a couple of TV shows premiering this week. We got the big coming to Netflix. We got the Big Mouth spinoff, Human Resources. This workplace comedy pulls back the curtain on the daily lives of the hormone monsters, depression kitties, shame wizards, and other creatures that help human journeys through every aspect of life, from puberty to parenthood to the twilight years. Now, speaking of Kiki Palmer, she's also in this as you of course got David Lewis coming back as the Shame Wizard. I believe Nick Kroll's returning as the voice of Murray the Homo Monster. I love Big Mouth, and I'm not sure when the next season's gonna be premiering, but while we're waiting, at least we got the spin-off to look forward to. It looks fun, looks raunchy, so hopefully it'll be decent. Alright, we got a couple of stuff premiering on HBO Max this week. We got DMZ starring Rosario Dawson, which is a limited series about a civil war breaks out in America and Manhattan becomes a demoralized zone. It is based on a DC comic. Looks really intriguing. I love Rosario Dawson. You got Benjamin Bratt in this. It looks like it could be really intriguing to watch. Also on HBO Max, we got Minx, which takes place in 1970s LA. An earnest young feminist joins forces with a low-rent publisher to create the first erotic magazine for women. You got Jake Johnson is also in this. Looks intriguing. Getting a bit of like a Deuce vibe here, but if the Deuce was more of a comedic show, you know. But looks intriguing to watch. Also, we got Phoenix Rising, where actress and activist Evan Rachel Wood takes her experience as a survivor of domestic violence to pursue justice, heal generational wounds, and reclaim her story. Of course, it's pretty much about her experience with domestic abuser Marilyn Manson, which that guy's a sicko. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Yeah, but you know, it looks like an interesting series. It premiered at Sundance with some really cool reviews, so it could be interesting to watch. We also got Jellystone Season 2, which is like a Yogi Bear reboot, if you will, featuring lots of Hanna-Barbera characters. You know, from Jabberjaw to McGill Gorilla, to the aforementioned Yogi Bear. So, the animation looks odd, but yeah, could be cool, I guess. We got Life and Beth starring Amy Schumer, Micah Cera, Michael Rappaport. After a sudden incident, Beth, a seemingly successful woman with a long-term relationship and steady career, takes a look back at her past to see what she wants to become. I like Micah Cera and I like Amy Schumer, who, by the way, I'm really curious to see how good Amy Schumer is going to do at hosting the Oscars this year. But this looks really intriguing to watch, so I have to wait to see how it shapes up. Last but not least, on Apple TV Plus, which is based on a podcast which somehow seems perfect. We Crash chronicles the rise, war, and self-obsessed of love of WeWork co-founders Adam Leto and his wife Rebecca Newman, played by Anne Hathaway. It looks interesting. Come on, you got literally Catwoman and the Joker in this. One more key X for there. Looks intriguing. I like both Anne Hathaway and Jared Leto, both Oscar-winning actors, by the way. So could be intriguing to watch. Have to see how this one shapes up. But that's pretty much it there. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films and shows are you excited for? Are you excited for X, Alma? Are you excited for Human Resources, DMZ, Life and Beth, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simu signing on.